So the storms may be non-stop, but that doesn't mean the work has to stop. You know, there's a lot still to be done inside this garage that's going to be part of the house. I mean, yeah, it's a garage, but still we want it finished too and pretty like the rest of the home. So why not be in there working on it, right? So I had the guys here, and they've been in there plastering a wall, doing some finishing out that we had stopped on once before. And once that dries, gets good and cured, they'll begin skim coating it. So I'm pretty excited for that. Let me show you a little bit of what they've done. So just as you come inside the back door into the garage from the beach side here, this wall and this wall are the only two walls that I built with hollow block. I wanted it so if in the future underneath that house, if we ever wanted to build something under our elevated house, and I wanted a doorway going out or a window or something in one of these walls, it would be easy to cut into that hollow block wall and make an opening. But a solid concrete wall with all of that reinforced steel inside of it, that would be a very difficult job. It's possible, but difficult, especially at the hardness that I'm setting up the cement on this particular job. So that's the reason, if you've heard me say that I cast form this, all of it is cast form, but these particular two sections right here. The whole rest of this garage in here, this is solid cement, cast form, no hollow block. It is solid cement. Let me show you. Also, while they've been working, I have been putting together more of these cabinets. I had bought one more of them. I bought this one before. This one had been still in a box, but I never assembled it. I thought I'd go ahead and put it together. I bought this big two-door roll-around cabinet, and it's on those casters. It makes it very easy to move right now. And so I've got that together, and I got a lot of my stuff inside it, and what I like is it locks. It locks. Same thing, I've got this roll around toolbox workbench. I can keep my stuff in it, locked. They still have one more large cabinet that's bigger than this one that I believe I'm gonna buy it too, because they only have one of them left in stock and then the display. Thought I'd better go ahead and grab that so I can just have a whole matching set and I can keep things put away. Because I plan to eliminate all of this shelving here. All of this up here will be gone. Some of that stuff is got things stored in it for the house and for my boat project outside. But I want all that gone. I want those shelves gone. I want it all clean and neat and nothing out visible when you walk in. And nobody has to get curious of what my things are. I don't have to worry about if somebody slipped in the front door here and decided to get nosy and grab something. It'd be a little harder because there's locked cabinets all inside. Out of sight, out of mind. That's what I've always felt. Out of sight, out of mind. So, the next thing. When we built this, we first built this small garage right here. And that was so that we would have a place to secure our vehicle when we first bought this lot. We couldn't just leave it outside in the elements. You would have neighborhood children coming here with an unattended property. They'd be climbing on it, destroy it. I had already experienced that with our little truck that we had bought before. My truck became a jungle gym. It became the children's playground, and the adults did nothing to stop them. Bent in my roof, broke off my mirrors, got inside, broke a regulator on the window crank, dropped the window out of the door. I mean, total mayhem. Luckily, it was a cheap old truck, but it was also a lesson and a learning curve for us. We, in the beginning, thought, oh, the family will watch after this, but no. They stood idly by and did nothing. In fact, it was even some of their own children playing on it. And I decided to take a new route. So also, you foreigners out there that are maybe looking at building here in the Philippines, think about that. Think about security and think about others and how they're going to respect your things. And if you don't want to get worked up and get what they call high blood here about it, just eliminate the problem and there won't be a problem. So that's what we did. We eliminated the problem. We built this garage, it's solid concrete with steel roll-up doors. All of our stuff's inside, our vehicle's inside. It's clean, it's dry, it's free from the sea salt. It's free from anybody being able to see, touch, or wonder about our things. Like a little vault. Anything can be broke into, but look, they don't want to put that much effort forward and that much noise. They're probably going to be in a lot of trouble and get caught. So I really hadn't had like a stealing problem or nothing here really either. It's a pretty good community I'm in, and I'm blessed for that. Yeah, children are going to be children, and sometimes the parents are a little lax or sit idle by, but as far as stealing, it's been a pretty good neighborhood, I tell you. So back to the beginning here. So we built this first section, this first garage, and I solid cast poured it, everything. You see the sections where each 4-foot plywood was at, all solid cast poured. That was a learning curve with them. They did not know to do anything but pour hollow block. Now they're used to pouring this slab on top. They're used to making these beams, but man, when it comes to the walls, you'd think it would have been just really basic for them and they would have got it so easy. But it was a learning curve, let me tell you. So we got that done. I had a steel door put in front, and I had a steel roll-up door put here on the back towards the beach side. Now what I did is I knew when we built this next section that I wanted it where I could transfer this door to the back where we have this temporary ugly old wood stuck up across here right now. And that's exactly what's about to take place. So I've got them back here finishing out this back section. And even for now, I have been leaving this middle door pulled down and locked with our most valuable things up in the front right there while we've been going back home to Texas. So now that door is going to get transferred to this opening here in the back out towards the beach. And I will be so glad so I can let that natural light come in. I can look out at the beach and open the door when I want to. I'll be happy to see that ugly old wood gone. It's just temporary. I remind myself that every day. It's just temporary. What is that? And this too shall pass. Right now, we're trying to get all the little finished stuff and plaster done on the concrete. Any imperfections cleaned up on the columns. I know the light's dim, but I'm inside of a garage on a very, very cloudy day. I do have some lights burning though, and those are all operating off solar. Flush mount. And let's talk about that. That's another thing I did when we poured this, is I cast poured it and I didn't want any of that chiseling into the hollow block and the cement and the plaster after it's already done to run electrical. They would literally take a finished wall like this and they will chisel a groove down it and scar the heck out of their own work to run electrical inside of that after the fact. And this boy did not want that. I don't care what you do, that scar is there forever. It looks patched afterwards, and I didn't want that. So I oversaw and embedded the electrical into the concrete, and where the boxes came out flush, whoop, there it is, flush to the ceiling. When they finish that ceiling up there and scrape it down, skim coat it and all, it will be finished in one step, and the electrical is already inside. The same thing on the walls. the electrical was nice and easy. I put the boxes, the conduit all in there, went ahead and ran me a pull wire inside of it. We tied the back of that electrical box with wire and pulled it up against the plywood so that when you pulled the plywood off, boom, there was your box flush right there. We made sure that the conduit came out towards the back so that it wouldn't rot into the edge of the concrete. There it was, done, 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 done. So inside those forms, I pulled all the electrical, pre-pulled it all, had it in there when the concrete was poured. There it is, there it was done. Typhoon outside, plastering inside.